Nerds. Hello, hello, nerds. Nerds for Yang. I'm live now, my Vaughn. When is he going live? We are live right now, right this minute. Can you guys hear me? Did I mute myself? Hello, nerds. All right. So this is a unplanned live stream. So thanks to all of you who saw this and wanted to come and say hello. So let's get right to it, guys. First of all, gentle reminder, trying to get Andrew back on the show. You don't have to donate. You don't have to. But if you're planning on donating to Yang anyway, and you use this link, then you get a 2-for-1. You get to help Andrew because the money goes straight to his campaign. And you help us get closer to our 20K goal, which we're now 43% of the way there. So almost halfway. I didn't mean for this to be like some kind of ASMR thing of me drinking chicken soup out of a freaking hydro flask, but I'm a little bit under the weather. So chicken soup is what they call Chinese penicillin. Okay. Let's get on to here's what I've got planned for us today. We've got the polls. Then we can do betting odds. Then we can do search trends. And then I thought we would read the news together. Does that sound all right? Let me know in the comments if you have a strong preference for any of that. Oh, you guys need more super cool Yang merch. I could also, that's a good idea. I'm also going to open another tab here. And if you go to tinyurl.com/NFY merch, we will show that off later. But let's not do that right this second because we have bigger fish to fry. Let's look at those polls, guys. So let me share my screen. Whoa. Okay. And let's go national. So, and I'll make it a little bigger for everybody. What we have here, close this nonsense, is the latest is the Politico poll. That's a national one. And you see Yang, the last three. Guys, remember when we were in the 0 and 1 zone? This fringe area? That wasn't that long ago. Let's go back here. Look at this. Back in March, like dash. This whole row was Yang. 1s, 0s, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 2, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1. And then you go up to the top. Boom. 3, 3, 3, 3. No 1s and 0s there, baby. None of that. Nerd power's coming for you. And look at this. Buttigieg is 545. That dude used to be like 3 times more than us. Sometimes 4 or 5 times more. Harris. Oh, how far she's fallen. Look at this. I'm not celebrating her demise. But look at this. In July 1st, she was at 20, and our boy Yang was at 1. She was 20 times Yang. And now she is only a little over double Yang. In some cases, she's not even double Yang. From 20 times Yang to freaking 1.7 or 6.7 Yang. That's awesome. Buttigieg, there was a time where he was like almost 10 points. Remember this? August 5th. And now homeboy's 5. So there's only one candidate that's surging. if we had to be fair, let's see. What about Warren? Everybody talks about, yeah, Warren has been growing. I mean, she's in the mid-teens, and back in the day, well, she was also in the teens, but there was a point where she was not in the teens. Like if you look in June, she was like 5, 7, 10. And now she's 16, 18, 22. So respect to Warren. Sanders, on the other hand, 21, 19, 14. I mean, there was a point where he was, he's kind of just been pretty steady in the 20s and teens. Sanders, I feel like he's peaked though. And then of course we've got Biden, who's always one gaffe away from falling out of the whole darn race. But dude's still number one, as much as we don't want to say it, but homeboy is number one at the moment. So if you look at the chart here, dude, whoops, there we go. If you look at the chart here, what does the chart tell us? The chart tells us that Biden at one point was in the 40s, and now he's kind of 29. And then you had Sanders, who at one point was 23, and now he's been passed by Warren. He's at 17. Warren is this brown line. You got to give her props. I mean, I don't know what she's doing, but it's working. Because at one point, she was 8. Now homegirl's 18. You got Harris, who peaked at 15. She's down to 7. Buttigieg peaked at around 8-ish. Now he's down to 4. And then you got Yang, who used to be like 0 and 1. Now he's at almost 3. And then behind Yang, Cory Booker. So this is the RCP average. I think this is like the last few weeks. Cory Booker, the man who gets so much free press and yet cannot break 3. Beto, like, come on, man. You got to go. Gabbard, I actually like. I'll respect her. But I think she's not going to be breaking out. And Klobuchar and Castro, de Blasio, Steyer. No. We used to be in that pack. Remember, we were in that clump? We're out of that clump. We're now moving on up to the east side, to the big apartment in the sky. So that's national. Now, everybody's been talking about New Hampshire. Let's look at New Hampshire. What have we got here? Emerson? Oh, Emerson poll. Should we talk about that? Let's do it. And I should give props. Who was it? Someone brought this to my attention. J5 Alive Universe. So J5 Alive Universe on Twitter was like saying, hey, man, you better be talking about Emerson. Oh, J5 Alive is here. Boom. Yeah, J5. I just sort of spontaneously said I'd do a stream because I was bored, and I also knew that Sunday we're doing a live stream with PredictIt. And usually when we're doing a live stream with a guest, I don't want to spend a ton of time going through polls and stuff. So I figured we'd do this one, and we can get into the data. And then for PredictIt, we can have it more of a conversation. Okay, so Emerson, you've got, Biden's no longer in the 30s. He's 24. Remember in the Nationals, he was 30. I spilled chicken soup all over my face. Nerd power. You've got Sanders at 13. Ooh, that's not too encouraging. Warren is number 2 at 21. Now, remember, Warren's from Massachusetts, so she has a natural advantage. in New Hampshire, like the cheating Patriots. Buttigieg, Harris. Whoa, Gabbard at 6. What? Tulsi's not. She ain't done. She ain't done. And then Yang at 3. Ugh, Booker. Is it me? Or do you feel like sometimes Booker feels a little too theatrical? I feel like he overly emotes, and it's just too much for me. I don't find him super authentic. Now, let's dig into what people are talking about Emerson, because for Emerson, they're not talking about, Yang's at 3. I think they're talking about the head-to-heads. So here you have Yang at 3. Okay, interesting. Wish we were higher. We will be after the debate, I tell you that. But here's the head-to-heads. This is what everybody's talking about. So let's make that a little bigger. Trump versus Biden. Trump loses by actually quite a nice margin. Now, keep in mind, though, this is just in New Hampshire. So this isn't representative of the whole country, obviously. Trump Yang. There's only one person that's higher than Yang versus Trump, and that's Biden. Sanders is 53-48. So Harris pulls even less, 51, although she still beats Trump. Ooh, Warren. Warren does not beat Trump. Warren loses to Trump. Now, guys, let's be fair. We got to keep it real. The margin of error is plus or minus 2.9 percentage points. So basically, the Trump-Warren thing is they're statistically tied. Same with Trump-Harris. However, let's be real as well. Yang beats Trump not in terms of the statistical noise, but he beats Trump by 8 percentage points. And the margin for error is 3. So there is no freaking question in New Hampshire that Trump would lose to Yang. That is statistically significant. Okay. Even if you say, well, if it's plus or minus 3, maybe Trump's at 3 plus 46 is 49. And maybe Yang's actually 54 minus 3. That's 51. Well, as last time I checked, 51 is more than 49, mofos. So we got him. In fairness, so does Biden. And in fairness, no, Sanders, there's a case where Trump may actually be 51 and Sanders may be as low as 49. Sorry, 50. Yeah, so Trump could be 51 and Sanders could be 50. So Trump and Sanders could be a tie. Trump-Harris could be a tie. Trump-Warren could be a tie. There's only 2 people that can beat Trump, according to Emerson. Now, let's be fair, in New Hampshire. And that's Andrew M.F. Yang and Joe Biden. And if I had to choose, I would go with Yang, obviously. But the thing about Biden, who here wants a do-over of Hillary Clinton running against Trump? Who here would like that? Who here would like to see that repeat itself? Someone who's going to say, everything's fine. America's already great. We just need to make believe like Trump never happened and the world is perfect. I don't want that, man. I don't want that. I think we tried that. That didn't work. And for all of Hillary's faults, she was a pretty tenacious campaigner, although admittedly, I don't think she really appealed to a lot of Trump voters. And Biden does have that kind of like Scranton, kind of everyman thing, but he also is very old and kind of slow and not super precise with his arguments. And so I personally wouldn't take chances there. So anyway, that is the polling. Now, let's look at some betting odds. A lot of people were saying, "Oh, Tom, you like to go to election betting odds," which, by the way, is associated with John Stossel, who used to do I feel like he did 2020 little funny things. But anyway, apparently he's like a regular journalist. Let's look at in the last week, according to election betting odds. You got Yang 1, 2, 3, 4, fifth most likely to win the primary. He's also sixth most likely to win the whole darn thing. And you notice that in the last week, Buttigieg has fallen. What? Hillary? Come on. And you've got Harris falling, but you've got Warren as the most likely. Wow, significantly more likely than Biden. And then in terms of winning the presidency, you got 43% Trump, but you got to believe that once we pick our nominee, the Democratic candidate will probably be higher than 43%, I would imagine, but who knows? And then Republican primary, obviously Trump is most likely to get it. I don't know why Pence. Oh, I guess Pence, if you wanted to bet that Trump would suddenly resign or step down, but he doesn't strike me as the kind of guy who would step down. He strikes me as a lot of things, but not that. And Kasich, Kasich's kind of an old school Republican. Remember back in the day when Republicans were reasonable and they liked math? Those days are over. Weld, I like Weld. I used to live in Massachusetts, but it doesn't look like he's going to have a chance. I actually emailed Bill Weld's website to see if we could get him on Nerds for Yang. I don't think he's going to say yes, but I said, what the hell? How cool would that be? Okay, so, but you guys don't, a lot of people are like, hey, I don't like election. I don't like election betting odds. I want PredictIt. So it's similar. Here, PredictIt seems to favor Yang even more. He's number 4 instead of number 5, like he was in election betting odds. And he's moved up, whereas Harris has moved down. Harris, I think she stepped in it when, honestly, so Harris had that thing where somebody in the crowd yelled something disparaging about Trump and used kind of a slur about mentally disabled people. And she said, oh, yeah, great question. I wonder, I don't like Harris. I do not like Harris. But I feel like people are being a little hard on her. Like, I don't know. Maybe she didn't hear, or maybe she did hear, but she felt like, well, that person's sort of, just using what used to be a colloquial term. On the other hand, I get it that term is very disrespectful. And so I don't use it. And I suppose if she had her wits about her, she probably should have said something. But at any rate, so according to the PredictIt, we're number 4. And I thought I saw something else here. No, I thought I saw something around. Oh, yeah, here we go. U.S. elections. Yeah, Democratic caucus winner. Who do you think the bet gamblers will think will win the Democratic caucus? Warren. They have Yang coming in 5th. Beto, my God, Beto's a third, less than a third of Yang. Klobuchar. So we could have, would we be disappointed with the 5th place showing? Not at all, because it would beat expectations because people were expecting Harris. What about New Hampshire? New Hampshire, you got Warren from Massachusetts, home of the cheating Patriots. And then you've got Bernie from Vermont, very close to New Hampshire. Wow, the gamblers think we're going to come in fourth in New Hampshire. How sweet would that be? Fifth in Iowa, beating Harris. Fourth in New Hampshire, beating Buttigieg. Booyah. Booyakasha. I will take that. Man, I see why you guys like this PredictIt. It's very encouraging. But let's keep it real. Let's keep it real. Where's South Carolina? Yeah, South Carolina, where they got us not doing well. They have us, well, number 6, which isn't terrible, but they've got Kamala and Corey doing well. I guess the argument is that you've got a strong African American vote, and Kamala and Corey will pull from that demographic group. But I would not count out that African American vote. I feel like they've heard people like Corey and Kamala come and do their normal politician speech plenty of times, and they might be ready for someone new. They might be ready for good old John Yang. I guess John Andrew's brother. So I think we may come in higher. I'm going to disagree with PredictIt. I may think, especially if we came in fifth in Iowa and fourth in New Hampshire, then South Carolina voters would be like, whoa, who's this dude? Maybe we come in fourth or third. How sweet would that be? Anyway, so that's the polls. I hope you're right. Memgamber 21 is saying Cory Booker is going to back Andrew Yang when he drops out. Really? That would be sweet. So I would like to see that. Next, searches. Let's look at not only Google searches, let's also look at YouTube searches. So who are we most concerned about? I feel like Harris and Buttigieg are our key competitors right now. Am I missing anyone? I mean, obviously Biden, but we don't need to reel his ass in yet. We need to reel in these two fine people, and also Booker, this fantastic gentleman. Did I spell his name wrong? There you are, Corey. Got you. All right. We don't care about past 12 months as ancient history. About 90 days. That's too hard to see. 30 days. Okay. Oh boy. Google Andrew Yang, mofos. Google his ass. He is numero uno in web searches in America for the last 30 days. That is brilliant. We like that. Oh, look at that map, bros. Look at that. All blue. All blue, except for, what is this? Buttigieg in Iowa and Indiana. I guess that's his hometown. Oh, come on, Maine. Whatever. But Buttigieg being so strong in Iowa is kind of annoying. Related queries, Andrew Luck. I don't think so. Andrew Yang goth. Andrew Yang cries. Elon Musk endorses Yang. All right. So that is the last 30 days in the United States. But what about Iowa? Freaking Iowa. Iowa, it's a little closer. You got Yang and Buttigieg kind of tied Booker is just done, man. That dude's cooked. Booker, you got to go away, please. You and Beto, you're both had your time in the sun. It didn't work out, and it's time to back the future, brothers. So Iowa, we got challenges with Buttigieg. And what about New Hampshire? New Hampshire. Nice. Buttigieg and freaking, man, Buttigieg and Yang. Buttigieg is just a thorn in our side. There's more people searching for Yang than Harris and Booker. I like that. Where are we strong? Where the heck is what? Why is that? Oh, wait a minute. New Hampshire. Okay. Yeah. We're strong in Boston, Manchester, metropolitan area. So that's New Hampshire. And then South Carolina. South Carolina. Ooh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Look at that. Average last 30 days. Who's the biggest bar in this chart? Andrew MF Yang. Very close to freaking Buttigieg. And then Booker's just trailing. Nobody's searching for old Booker. Where's Yang strong? Augusta. Gotta love Augusta. A lot of smart people in Augusta and Greenville. Columbia. Columbia's favoring Harris. I won't speak disparagingly of Columbia, but I will say Greenville and Augusta represent. Okay. Now, I forgot I was also going to do YouTube searches. So that was web searches where we crush nationally. What's interesting is you want Nevada? Michael S. says Nevada. All right, bro. Get you Nevada. Nevada. Or is it Nevada? Whoa, who had this yellow burst? Buttigieg. Well, in the last 30 days, we were number one. Let's say last 7 days in Nevada, we still number one. Past day, still number one. So this whole past 4 hours, yeah, no, we're doing all right. There looks like a little bit of a blip for Buttigieg, but if you look at the last 30 days, we're 40, almost double Buttigieg searches. Nevada, we're strongest in the Salt Lake, Utah metropolitan area. We're also strong in Vegas. Vegas, baby. Okay. And then you were saying California. California. What? There we are. Oh, yeah. Dude, we crush. My God. Look at that. Love it. Whole darn state. Gosh. San Fran Bay Area. Man, double Harris. Isn't Harris a senator of California? Why is she getting beat down by Yang in California? Love it. Love it, love it, love it, love it, love it. Oh, yeah. Elon Musk related query. Yes, Musk. You go, Elon. Okay. Didn't we say we were going to do YouTube? Yes, YouTube. United States. So those are web searches. Oh, man, you guys are listing every freaking state. Scott Lau says, please look at Florida. Florida. Beat them. Although I will say it's getting close. It is getting close. Where are we strongest? Looks like we're strongest in Tallahassee area. And then you've got Harris being strong in Gainesville. And then people searching for Andrew Yang net worth. And then let's say last 7 days, because it looks like it's tightening up in Florida. No, we're still number 1 in Florida. Although I will say it doesn't look like people in Florida are searching for candidates as much, probably because they had a lot of other stuff going on with the hurricane. But if you say last 30 days, no, man, we're crushing. Look at that. Who else could we add here? We got, Warren. Yeah, let's add Warren. Elizabeth Warren. Okay. No, we still beat her. Haha. Warren. Got you. Let's see if we get Warren in just nationally. Oh, we beat her nationally too. I love it. Oh my God. Look at that. Beautiful blue. Yeah, she's got purple. Oh, the state of Washington is more for Warren. Come on, Seattle, represent. And then what are people searching for when they search for Warren? Oh, her doppelganger, that look-alike, whatever. Michael Brown, whatever. Okay. All right, what about on YouTube with Warren? No, we crush. Oh my God, we freaking are the candidate of YouTube. Look at this. Who can beat us? Like, even if we drop, let's stop looking at Booker because it's kind of not a good use of our time. So we got Harris, Buttigieg, Warren. Well, we could put Biden. I don't think anybody's searching for Biden. But let's see. Yeah, well, in fairness, more people searching for Biden than all the others, except for Yang, the blue bar. All right. So that's it for the polls. Yeah, Booker's gone. Bye-bye. He's no more. He's gone. Oh, include Gabbard. Okay. I got you. We're going to have to drop 1 because I can't have more than 5. So we're going to let go of Buttigieg. Sorry, Buttigieg. Remove. You want Tulsi Gabbard. I got you. Truth be told, I actually donated to her campaign in the early days because I still like her, but obviously prefer. No, she's good. She's no Biden. She's like number 3 in our little race of 5. So Gabbard is legit there. Where is she strongest? What? Kansas, right smack in the middle. And then you've got Harris doing really well in Wyoming. But look at all the blue. Isn't that beautiful? That's YouTube. What about web search? Web search. Biden is leading. Then Yang. Then Gabbard. Oh, no, sorry. Then Warren. Yeah, Gabbard's, I like Gabbard, but I don't know, man. I think she's struggling. So if she doesn't get into the next, I know she's not in this next debate, but if she doesn't get into the next debate, I think she's going to have to pick a different horse to bet on. Okay, so I think that's it for the search trends. Well, I guess we could, just for giggles, look at for tradition, Social Blade. Let's look at Twitter. Yang is this one, still behind Warren and Buttigieg, but in terms of daily ads, on September 10th, which is today, we've added more. Shoot, yeah, way more than Buttigieg and Warren. Although some days that she beat us. But it's a neck and neck race, in my opinion. If you look at the slope of these lines, I think what the data is saying is that this red line might be closing in on the blue faster than the blue is closing in on the purple. So that's Twitter for you. What else? I think we were gonna do. Trump would stomp on Warren. She should not be on the top of the ticket. How long have you all been at the stream? Well, I've been here for 35 minutes and 26 seconds. Oh, I still have Booker getting roasted comment highlighted. All right, well, let's not hate too much on Booker, although I do feel like it's time for him to go bye-bye. Okay, shall we move on? Let's move on. So we did the betting odds, we did the searches. I wanted to do just two more things, a little bit of news. Let's look at this is like up to the minute news. This is the beauty of live streaming. So we have a new national security advisor. I feel like we had a national security advisor before Bolton. Didn't we? Wasn't he he was already the new national security advisor? Well, I guess the whole Taliban coming over before 9/11 was probably the straw that broke the camel's back. I heard that crazy Trump didn't even consult most of his national security team and decided to do this grandiose thing with the Taliban and have him over at Camp David. Can you imagine? Can you imagine what would have happened had Obama invited the Taliban to Camp David? People would be livid. They would be livid. They would say, "Mother trucker, the Taliban have killed thousands of American soldiers, and you Kenyan-born Muslim terrible person that wears a tan suit, you're un-American. You've invited him over." Now Trump does it. I don't know. Let's see what Fox News says. Maybe Fox News is keeping it real and they're going to give him some. Okay, Trump fires Bolton. Touching off Twitter tit for tat. Let's go to the politics section. Do you have anything here, Fox News, about how Trump invited the Taliban to Camp David? GOP leaders blast Dems. John Bolton's full resignation letter. Look how snarky. Beto O'Rourke claims, quote, living close to work, quote, is a, quote, right, quote. Like, their quotes are so snarky. God, Fox, you're just annoying. But in fairness, they have Bolton's resignation letter. Let's read that. That'd be kind of interesting. Oh, that's it? Okay. It wasn't quite like remember Mattis? Mad Dog Mattis? No, I don't want your ad. I hereby resign effective immediately as assistant to the President for National Security Affairs. Thank you for having afforded me this opportunity to serve our country. Sincerely, John R. Bolton. My God, how many people have turned over in this White House? Oh, here we go. There's a whole article about that on New York Times. Of course, New York Times did not hesitate. What? Bolton fired Greenblatt. I didn't even know who. I didn't know half of these. Shanahan. That sounds familiar. Oh, Rosenstein? Ah. Nielsen resigned? I thought she was like the Homeland Security lady. Kelly. Yeah, that wasn't hard to imagine. Sessions. Haley. Wow. It's amazing how many. Tillerson. Yeah. Who are all these people that have resigned? Jesus. Scaramucci, the mooch. Priebus, Spicer. Oh, Flynn. Oh, yeah. Flynn was a previous national security advisor. My God. Communications chief, there's been 7 of them. Jesus. 3 chiefs of staff. That's like 1 every 9 months or something. 4 Homeland Security secretaries. Yikes. Man, this is like a new team every month. This is kind of interesting. It shows how many people held a position in each administration. I guess I would imagine, in the first 14 months. So it's kind of normalized. So you see here, anytime you see color and any shade of blue, you've got more than one person in the role. And then I think if it's the ... that's like when you have like an acting person. Now, you got to give respect to Bush. That dude only had 1 change. Bill Clinton had 3. Barack Obama looks like he had 2. And then Trump, you had communications chief. I don't know. That's like 4. National security advisor, 3 of those. You got 3 or 4 press secretaries, 2 chiefs of staff, 2 chief academic advisors, 4 Homeland Health and Human Services, 3 Homeland Securities. That dude, like, remember when he promised to have the best people in the whole world or in the country? Now, not so much. All right. So that's the politics section. What else is new in the news? Pelosi, never hear from her anymore. Just probably fine. CIA informant extracted from Russia had sent secrets to the US for decades. Finally, we get to get a little bit from them. It always seems to be the other way around. Study shows income gaps between rich and poor keeps growing. You know what I like about the New York Times headlines? Like, they are not like so liberal with their little snarky quotes like Fox. But let's look at some graphs here. Please let there be charts. I don't want all these words. Where's the data? Are you serious? You do a story on income inequality and you don't have a chart? Maybe this one does. Let's go to the actual report. Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. Charts, baby. Okay. This is the average household income of older households by quintiles. So this is the top 20%, and then the second, third, fourth, and bottom. So basically, if you're in the top 5th of an older household, your average household income has done quite nicely. You've gone from like, looks like around a little under 300,000 to now close to 400,000. And then if you're everybody else, you've basically been flat. Proportion of older Americans still living by mid-career household earnings. Oh, that's kind of weird. So this is suggesting that if you are in the lower income group, you are more likely not to be alive as you get older. Look at the top quintile. 74 out of 100 are still alive in 2014 when they were 51 to 61 in 92. Oh, that's kind of scary. So 32 years later, they're still alive, but almost half are dead if you're in the bottom quintile. I mean, this is the kind of stuff where you're like, how are we spending more than any other country on our healthcare? And you get this, which is basically, if you have money, you live longer. If you don't, MAGA. All right, that's kind of depressing. Let's not look at that anymore. I see anything else in the news interesting? Nah. Oh, this is a whole the weather forecast people getting in trouble for saying that Trump wasn't being truthful. You guys want to take a look at our buddy Trump's latest tweets? I know it's terrible. I don't want him as president, but I can't stop seeing what this mofo is up to. Let's see. I know I'm going to regret this. Vote for Dan Bishop. Last night with North Carolina was incredible. Okay, here we go. This is so classic Trump. This is so classic Trump. I dumped him. He did not dump me. Let's just be clear, everybody. I want everybody to know I asked John for his resignation. I thank him for his service. I'm going to have a new national security advisor next week. Freaking Trump. So predictable. Gross. Another one. I did not get dumped. I told him that I am done. I informed John Bolton last night, not even this today, last night. I disagree with him, blah, blah, blah. Yeah, Donnie. Freaking slimy Donald Trump. Then he basically complains about polls. He's talking about the unemployment rate. Oh, that's retweeting Ivanka. That's great. Yeah, let's get out of the sewer for a minute and let's see what our man Andrew Yang is talking about. Sorry, guys, I'm not logged in. I do follow him. What's he talking about? I like to solve problems, and many of the biggest problems of this time need our government to be part of the solution. Suicide Health Prevention Day, robot tax. This is, oh, Mofo's playing piano? I wonder if you guys could hear if I play this. Hold on a second. What? Oh, no. I don't think, well, I think you can hear, actually. Let me go back. I can just play here. Ooh, no. That's echoing. You guys can watch that on your own. But apparently Andrew Yang plays piano. There's a surprise. Dances, does math, plays piano, is willing to go on the Hot Ones chicken wing eating hot sauce show. Like, what is it that this guy does not do? Okay, last thing for you all is, oh, I wanted to show you some of the cool merch. Boom. Yeah, the media player was muted. I don't know, man. Do you want me to try it? Let's see. Allow access, done. Unmute. I unmute this guy. And then I mute this guy. All right, let's go.
United States.
Whoa.
I even commented.
Now I've got too many people talking.
I won't say anything.
Hold on.
Okay. All right. Dude, that was like, let me just tell you something. That was not simple to do. I've got multiple computers, one sharing the screen, one's muted. Then I got headphones, I got speakers coming out. But, you know, I didn't want to let down my Asian brothers. We have to reinforce some stereotypes, and we are capable. Some of us are capable with the electronics. Now, I am also. Oh, you still getting echo? Are you guys still getting echo? No? Because if you are, I can try and fix that. Hold on. No more echo? Okay, good. I was just bragging about my Asian tech skills. All right, so now let's go to the merch. Merch, baby. Oh, thank you, folks, for confirming there's no echo. Negative on the echo. Okay, so look at this. This is kind of fun because these designs, some of them I did myself. Like I did this one. Come on, internet. So slow. All right, well, that's not loading. I was trying to give you a large. What happened? There we go. Okay. Why is the merch not in US dollar? Oh, I think you can. I think it knows that I'm in Switzerland. So if you go to tinyurl.com/NFY merch, you go, oh, YouTube rejected your comments. Thanks a lot, YouTube. I'll put a thing here. Boom. You go to that URL. I think you will be able to buy in US dollars. I think it's trying to be smart and it knows that I'm in Switzerland. Ooh, 11%. We're gonna end this stream in a blaze of glory. So this is the one I designed myself. I feel like it's very I like it because it's like very simple, and I would wear that stuff. In fact, I ordered one already. Oh, someone was asking about how much money we've raised. Sorry, we have raised about, I think, 43%. I have to check the latest numbers, but we need to raise like 20K, and I think we're something in the low 8,000s and change. You cannot buy in Bitcoin, Eric. Sorry, bro. Just normal money for now. So this one's cool. I'm going to be wearing this one a lot because it's simple. I don't even think I put the campaign thing on the back. See, it's blank on the back. So this is like something you could just wear like normal. You know, like some t-shirt you buy at the Gap or something. This one I got for my kids. It's kind of got like a little fun kind of font, and obviously it's in kid sizes, and it says Nerdlings, which is cool. Oh, low battery. Hold on. Not to worry. I got that. Got that cable, baby. Got that shit. I got that shit. There we go. I'm swearing a lot today. Sorry, guys. So that's the kids one. This one was done by a Nerds for Yang viewer. Shauna Owens. Come on. Come on. Get to the charger. California. All right. So this one was done by a viewer, and it's kind of like a formula. And instead of the E, obviously has 3, and to the 4th power for 4, and it's divided by Yang. I'm not sure why he puts the parentheses around it. I'm not sure that that's required because you're not multiplying or divided by something else. But the parentheses probably add some color, which is nice. Then there was a woman. What was her name? Dolores. Dolores kept saying like, yo, you do not have any women's colors. So I have made this one for nerds who prefer softer colors. They could be women, they could be men, they could be anyone that likes these pastels. Ooh, actually this blue is kind of nice. White, I find it a little plain. Looks like something from art class. Not a fan of that one. This kind of lavender one is nice. You know, again, this is not for me. This is a fan request. And then we got one more, the calculator. Yes, colors are not gender specific. I agree with that. I just prefer more primary colors, I guess. And then we've got the calculator, which if I zoom in, is quite creative in that you can't really see it that well, but it says Nerds for Yang on the keys and Yang 2020 in the total. So yeah, these shirts are priced at cost. So just so you guys know, I'll even prove it to you. See if I can log in. Is this me? No. What is that password? God. Oh no, I don't want two-factor. Yes, I think that's worked. So you look at here. Listings. Oh, dude, somebody bought one. How funny is that? That's awesome. But you see where the prices are. Oh no, I can't. Can I edit it? Let me see if I just want you guys to know, like, we're not making any money. Yeah, I'm not sure where to do that, but I'll show you some more proof. Profit 0, right? So you see here, it's all priced at cost. Well, I guess this one, I think 19 cents for 5, and this one is 1 cent each. So just so you know, your Nerds for Yang host is not trying to buy a Ferrari with these t-shirts. But they are quite nice, if I do say so myself. All right, so I think Aaron says, you should totally be making something. Well, you know what? If you guys wear that gear and you send me a picture of you wearing it, that would make my day, and that would be all I care about. And then hopefully we get some more subscribers, and then more people know about Yang, and then we get him on like another time and get his ass in the White House. How awesome would that be? All right, so I think that's it for today's stream. We're all pushing an hour. I know you guys must be excited about the debate. Man, we definitely need CNN debate. We do not want NBC. No NBC, please. Andrew Smith says, don't believe you. All along, this channel has been a scheme to retire on marginal merch profits. Yeah, that's true. That's true. He got me. Very funny, Andrew. Andrew Smith, joking, obviously. So yeah, let's see him in the debates. It's going to be 3 hours. So Homeboy is going to get, like, let's say 3 hours, 180 minutes, 10 candidates. I love the math. It's only 10 candidates, right? So 18 minutes per candidate, but let's say half of them are ads, which is very conservative. It should be less than half. So he'll at least get 9 minutes if they're fair. So Homeboy will get a good amount of time, and I think they know that the Yang Gang is going to give them some major beef if Yang doesn't get time, because we don't F around anymore. We are not down with that shit. No more media blackout and let Andrew speak. Like, it's time. So let's watch that. Unfortunately, you guys want to know something crazy? That shit is at 8 p.m. Eastern, I think. No, Pacific. So that shit's gonna be at like whoa. Sorry guys. Internet lost the internet. But yeah, that's gonna be in the middle of the night for me, so I'm not gonna be able to watch it live. Yeah, 8 Eastern. I think that's like 2 in the morning my time. So I love my Andrew Yang, but 2 in the morning, from 2 to 5 a.m., that would take some serious commitment. I know I froze. Sorry, J5 Alive. But I'm back. So I hope you guys will watch and support Yang, and let's hope that we boost up in the polls and keep seeing that line go up. Did anyone else see the video of him talking about that? I don't know if I can stomach 3 hours of all the other candidates. Yeah, it's true. It's true. Especially because we know what they're going to be saying. Oh, Lewis, you're going to stay up at 2 in the morning. Damn, it's impressive. All right, guys, I think we're going to end it. Thank you so much for joining. If you don't mind, again, I feel like I'm like, begging for money, but honestly, he needs it. Yang needs it. You guys know that freaking Buttigieg has like 20 million bucks. Buttigieg. Yang needs the money. We need to get him back on the show. And I have more questions for him. In fact, once we go over 50% of the budget, I will open up a new thread in the community tab. So just so you guys know, I always put stuff here, your channel, in the community. So I'll probably put some questions like I did last time for the previous Yang interview, and then people can vote up the ones that they like. I can't find the one that I did last time, but I think you guys have seen it in the past. But now, since I mentioned, I feel like I have to show you. Hold on. Yes, here we go. Okay. So look at what we did here. This is what I did last time. I don't know if you guys even know this, but I posted this thing saying, here are the questions that I'm expecting to ask. Come on, load. Okay. See, these are all questions. And then people thumbs up them. Like, what's a policy that you wish people would talk more about? What's the Yang doctrine? Like, sound familiar? I asked them all that stuff. So we'll do that again for this next interview once we're over the 50% mark. Oh, that's a great idea, Wes, by the way. And things that I would love to ask him about are maybe more foreign policy. Like, I know a lot of people are interested in Middle East and Israel and Palestine and Syria. So we could ask him about that. We could also ask him about, I would love to ask him about what his typical day is like. Like, what's his routine? It seems like he's just freaking working crazy. And then I would love to ask him maybe about that time banking thing. That's kind of a cool policy. And then I would probably ask him, I think it's time to start asking him about how he contrasts himself with other Democratic candidates. You know, I know he's very friendly with them all, but I think it's time to start saying, hey, you know, how are you different from Warren, or how are you different from Buttigieg? So we could ask him that. And, you know, we could just make it kind of like a conversation. Maybe we could ask him like, hey, what are you doing with this money? Oh, you know what I would love to do? I would love to make it a live stream, number one. And then I could share. Now, this would be 3 screens simultaneously. So we would need to really turn up the nerd power. But I would share some charts with him, and we could look at charts together and have him analyze, like, yo, look at this, look at this polling chart here. What do you think is going on? Why do you think Warren keeps moving up? Or, you know, here's keep a real question for Yang. You know, his betting odds were actually more favorable before the first debate than now. Like, how does he think about that kind of stuff? I don't know. There's a lot of stuff that we could ask him, and we would definitely get at least 20 minutes with him. And I would ask you guys to submit questions so we can. I would probably ask him about the media blackout. And he touched on how he was surprised the media was biased. And I kind of like, I didn't push him, but I think now I'd be like, what is going on, bro? Like, has the campaign talked to any of these producers? Like, why the heck have you not been on Meet the Press yet? But like Klobuchar's been on twice, or Castro's been on twice, and Beto's been on, and everybody who's polling after you has been on. Like, I'm guessing it's not because you're turning down these invitations. Anyway, as you can see, there's a lot that we could talk to him about. So with that, we are going to end the broadcast, and I'm going to say goodnight to you all because it's 10:24 in Switzerland at night, and I got to go to bed soon. So I will see you guys next time. Oh, one last thing. I keep trying to wrap up, and I keep forgetting. Check this out, guys. Check this out. Hold on. Nerds. Look at the lineup that we got. So Sundays, we're going to have a lot of live streams. This is one example where it's like a spontaneous one. It's just me like looking at news and stuff. But we've got Paget this Sunday. Sorry, this is like European format. So the day of the month is first. But September 15th, that's this Sunday. We got Daniel, who's I hope so. Hello? Can you hear me in the back? We're back. Hello? Someone in the comments tell me if you can hear me, and I'll know. Okay, welcome back. Yeah. So look at this. We got Paget this Sunday. Then we got Daniel. He's that dude that's been traveling around like the whole country following Yang around. And he does all these interviews. And he's getting some new equipment. So Daniel, super excited to see your videos with the new microphone and selfie stick. Then you got Scott Garibay, the dude in the car. Then you got Fred the Felon. Fred just is raising money and is going to wrap his truck in like Yang gear, which is awesome. And then this just got scheduled today. Corey and Rio from the Moving Forward podcast. You guys know those guys? Well, they're coming. Either Corey or Rio, or maybe both, will be coming on the live stream. So Sundays, generally at what is it? Like 11 a.m. Pacific, 2 p.m. Eastern, and 8 p.m. Swiss time for all of you Swiss people. I'm sure I think there's like one or two Swiss audience viewers. So yeah, that's 5 streams. And then I just got, who was it? Someone else. Oh, I don't have it in the right tab. But someone else, the dude running for Congress, Herzog. Herzog is coming. Yes, J5 Alive. Man, you're on it. You're on it, J5. Yeah, Herzog is coming. We're trying to figure out a date, but it'll be a Sunday at around 2 p.m. Eastern, 11 a.m. Pacific. There's going to be a few weeks where I'm traveling, so I won't be able to stream. But we'll get him on. And if you guys have any other people that you can recommend that you think would be fun to have on a live stream and we can just have a conversation, let me know. Obviously, plug. There is one guy we want to get old Andrew back on there. All right, so I think now we can say goodnight. No, not Herwog, the filmmaker. Herzog, he's this dude that I think he used to work on the Yang campaign, and now he's running for Congress. He's kind of a smarty pants. Think he Harvard undergrad and went to law school, dropped out of law school. Yeah, I don't know. I heard he's super smart, and he did a podcast with the Moving Forward guys. So if you want to learn more about Herzog, you can listen to that podcast and then also set your reminder. Let me get that banner out. I don't like plugging my stuff so much. Okay. You set the reminder here. Speaking of plugging stuff. So subscribe, of course, to Nerds for Yang, and then set your reminder. And then we'll get, that's for the Moving Forward guys. I haven't scheduled Herzog yet because we're still working on the date. All right, dudes. It is evening. Good night. I know I've said goodbye so many times, and we will see you next time. Keep it real. Nerd power. Nerd power.